26 Most Crazy Facts About the Movie Saltburn. Number 1. Rosamund Pike lived in the Saltburn house while filming of the movie took place. Number 2. The Minotaur statue was designed using Barry Keoghan's body as the reference. Number 3. The name Saltburn might be a reference to the cliché rubbing salt in the wound. Number 4. When the family sits at the dinner table one morning discussing Percy Bysshe Shelley, Venetia tells the family a ghost story about Shelley's maid seeing his doppelganger walk past the window. If you look behind Venetia in that scene, you can see a figure that looks like Felix walk past the window. Number 5. Barry Keoghan said he was more nervous about dancing on screen than having to do it naked. Number 6. The original ending had Oliver in a bathrobe, having breakfast reminiscent of his first at Saltburn, but it was scrapped by director Emerald Fennell for being anticlimactic. Instead, the final scene shows Oliver dancing naked in Saltburn to Sophie Ellis Bextor's murder on the dance floor. Number 7. The scene in which Oliver gets naked and has sex with Felix's grave was Barry Keoghan's suggestion. Number 8. In the original script, Oliver was to remain clothed in the grave scene and act suggestively, but Barry Keoghan chose to improvise on set. This brought out Oliver's confusion, heightened obsession, and guilt over Felix's death, adding complexity to his character. Number 9. The final scene was originally going to be Oliver walking through the castle, as an echo of the tour Felix gives him earlier in the movie, but director Emerald Fennell was inspired by Barry Keoghan's movements and decided to change it to dance. Number 10. Barry Keoghan spent a Belfast weekend with filmmaker Michael McNulty developing his Liverpool accent and drinking pints for 20 hours straight. Number 11. This film marks the second time Barry Keoghan portrays a character who disrupts a family, following his role in the killing of a sacred deer. In both movies, his characters target families who are kind to them, driven by a secret disdain for their power and privilege and an unhealthy obsession. Number 12. Venetia's hair was intentionally damaged by bleach, as the filmmakers thought it would be more accurate for a socialite of the period. Number 13. The wardrobe was designed to convey that the British elite tended to dress casually. This is evident in the first scene, where Oliver is wearing a full academic outfit while everyone else is in sweatshirts and jeans. As he tries to fit in with the rich kids, Oliver's outfits become less stylized. Number 14. Each frame of the opening titles was hand-drawn, gilded, and painted, then applied in stop motion. It took months to make, as a single frame took half a day. Number 15. Emerald Fennell and Barry Keoghan had a code word for when Keoghan needed to be the real Oliver. She would shout the word Minotaur at him to signal he needed to lift the veil. Number 16. Emerald Fennell lent the cast some of her own clothes which she had worn back in 2006 and 2007 to give an accurate sense of the fashion during the period in which the film is set. Number 17. The garden maze, crucial in the film, was custom made by renowned maze designer Adrienne Fisher, as it didn't exist at the actual filming location. Only the maze's center and connecting corridors were physically built, with the outer parts created using CGI. Number 18. Jacob Elordi read Evelyn Waugh's novel, Brideshead Revisited, as preparation for his role, which director Emerald Fennell had recommended to him as a way to get into character. Number 19. Felix's fashion in the film draws inspiration from Prince Harry's style during that era. Costume designer Sophie Connolly based it on old photos of Harry with friends and his then-girlfriend Chelsea Davy, adapting these elements for Felix and his Oxford friends. Number 20. Neither leads are English in real life. Jacob Elordi, who portrays the British aristocrat Felix Cadden in this film, is Australian. Barry Keoghan is Irish. Number 21. Emerald Fennell stated she considers Saltburn a vampire movie even though the story does not have supernatural elements. There is a nod to this when Oliver refers to himself as a vampire. Number 22. Barry Keoghan stated there was a deleted scene in which Oliver and Felix kiss. Emerald Fennell confirmed there were several deleted scenes, but they will never be released to not alter the final story. Number 24. The actual place used for Saltburn is Drayton House, Lowick, Kettering, UK. It was built around 1300. Number 25. Jacob Elordi said in interviews that he spent a month living in London's affluent Chelsea area before filming began, to observe firsthand the lifestyles of wealthy people who had similar privileged backgrounds to the character he plays in the film. And number 26. The movie was shot during a period of 48 days.